Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cheney 180 and
I'm playing with myself.
you're listening to another episode of They're Not Dolls.
Episode 230.
230.
Jeez. You're old, Cheney.
I'm old. You're older than me.
I know. You're like podcast old because I've only been doing this for like a year.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true. So I wanted to kind of break down that this night has been in the making for some years now. This is this has been something that, I've been trying to make happen for a long time. And
this sounds like an indecent proposal.
And I'm very, very, very happy and privileged to welcome Tony to the show. Welcome to the show, sir.
Oh, thank you. I agreed. It's been a long time coming. We've had a lot of great chats at Comic Cons, and it's been, we want to get together. So I'm super stoked to not have the chance to talk to you last year at Comic Con.
Yeah.
This year or whatever year we're in right now. So it's awesome to just catch up with you. And Adam, it's awesome.
Oh, come on.
I'm just kidding.
We reinvented Rhode Island nightlife together, Tony. Come on.
Tore it up. It hasn't been the same since you left.
Yeah. I'm sticking with the indecent proposal thing. I'm going to say that, Tony, you're Robert Redford.
Yeah.
I'm going to be, I think it was Woody Harrelson, right? And then Cheney is Demi Moore.
Yeah.
That fits.
We just need money. We just need cash.
There
you go. We could all just roll around.
That'd be...
That's what we all want.
It's already got weird, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Adam.
It's me.
Well, for the people out there who may not know who you are and what you do, Tony, would you care to break down who you are and what you do?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm Tony, at the Great Tonino on Instagram, of course.
Little Hercules, no,
baby Hercules.
Baby.
That was Jesse. I coined the term. But yeah, I'm the master modelerist at Hasbro currently. I've been with the company for 15 or so years. So a lot of great years at the company, a lot of great product. Most of that career was spent on Marvel Legends, but I've done so much more just because they just throw so much work at us on a daily basis. So right now, I am the kind of overseeing managerial type work on Marvel, Fortnite, Ghostbusters, Power Rangers, and G.I. Joe. So, yeah. And it's been amazing. I love working with all these different teams. I'm actually doing the Paint Masters on G.I. Joe. So I kind of switched off of Marvel on G.I. Joe to actually do the paint work. Just because it's not as much product, right? And there's a little bit more opportunities to kind of manage and bring people up and do some artistry. Oh, you got one? I'm so proud of you. That figure makes me happy.
It's a really nice figure.
It came out great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really nice figure.
And just so everyone knows, if no one needs to be complaining, because there was just a post today that Major Blood is supposedly going to get easier to get. I think we'll probably learn a little bit more tomorrow morning. There's the Hasbro live stream is tomorrow morning, so everyone tune into that for sure. But it sounds like our voices have been heard, and they're listening. Everyone wants us to have good toys, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm super proud of that figure too.
He's awesome.
Look at that! Everyone's got. I don't have one.
You don't have one yet?
No.
Chatmigos. Tony needs a Major Blood. That's how I have it. Like Cheney actually goes out and hunts for toys. Me, I just beg all of the people that listen to us.
Use your connections. That's what it's all about. That toy hunter community is awesome. But yeah, that was one of the. I do all the face printing artwork on a lot of our figures, and that one was one of my favorites.
It's an awesome skull. I know it's Fred, from well, you know this from Boss Fight Studios, double dealer, he used to be a customizer too. Super talented dude, super nice. I've known him for a very, very long time, and it's fabulous.
The colors on it, the sculpt, the like super relief in that face, and just like super grizzled. It's an amazing figure. I've seen it in person. I just don't have one in the collection yet. Look at it. It's like right there. That's where it needs to go.
I'm sure that like before the night is over, you'll get a DM from someone offering to help you out.
I feel like I have a pretty good chance at getting it working at Hasbro.
Possibly. I mean,
we'll see.
It could.
Well
happen.
Then.
Yeah.
But before we go any further,
oh damn it,
Adam.
Yeah.
How are our chat amigos doing?
They're okay.
That's not bad.
That wasn't what you were looking for?
No.
I'm satisfied.
Oh. All right. Well, hi guys. Welcome to the show. If you haven't already, please go hit that little thumbs up. There's a lot of people watching and not as many thumbs ups. So please, if you're watching, if you're in the chat right now, go click that thumbs up. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, and there's a little bell next to that for notifications. That way, it'll tell you every time we go live, which is Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific and Quickie Minis on Tuesday at 5 p.m. More like 5:15 if we're lucky. I mean, honestly, we're late tonight too. That's how we roll. So anyway, do that and share. Let everyone know. Go on social media. Your Snapchats and your book faces and your instant graham crackers and whatever it is, and let people know that Toymigos are live and we have Tony from Hasbro on with us. So it's gonna be a
1 second.
Fabulous show. Cheney already has to pee, so check it out. Now Tony and I are gonna go wild. Shirts are coming off. Speaking of shirts, TAXHF Legends Never Die. Tony's got a cool shirt on too. I'm just gonna avoid reading the chat Migos names the whole time Cheney's gone. And when he comes back, I want everyone to say that I did it already. Okay?
You read those names.
I'm gonna back me up, please.
All right, I'll back you up.
Do it, Tony.
You've got to do it. That's part of the show, man.
It is. It's in my contract.
Come on.
All right, fine. We're checking in with the chat Migos. We actually have our very own moderator, Berserk69, Ronald Ramos, posted first the first time this time. This never happens. He always posts first, but he's never actually first. So congratulations, Ronald Ramos. You actually were first. Second up, we got the Wrestling Hound. Woo! I did that all by myself.
That was awesome.
Very lonely. It's like, will you do it with me? It's the Ric Flair woo.
I know, right? Ric Flair, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Wrestling Hound.
Woo!
Yeah. There we go.
I think that was fun.
Freddie G is here with us. Plastic Predicaments is in the house. We got Action Figure Expert, Mr. William. Just Jeff 45 is here. Thunder Crow, Matt R, Soul Brother, Jesse Lewis, Nick's Figs is here. Papa Schmitty holding down the fort. He is the man that controls Discord.
Papa Schmitty's here.
Papa Schmitty.
I didn't know.
Awesome.
Papa
Schmitty, literally, he rules our Discord with an iron fist of love. Actually, his iron fist is kind of like Fisto.
Yeah. Okay.
Iron Fisto.
Yeah, I get it.
That's where we're going with this one. See? All right. We got Laser Pants. Pew pew. Ryan Carper is here. Dorian G is here. Customs by Machu is here. What's up, man? Winger Lose is here. Santo 1414. Destined Anarchy is here. NYC Figure Fanatic is here. Tony Collector 10. Bryant 3B. Arnell Parnergo is here. Sorry, bro. I did not mean to butcher your name so badly.
That was bad.
Mobile Recluse is here. Omega Weapon 13 is here. We got Swole Nick. His popping all the veins.
Oh my.
Renee Aldrete is here. Thanks for being on time. Super professional. Great. Thanks a lot, Renee. I'll see you tomorrow.
Renee,
Trevor
come on,
McGuire
man.
is here. Jurassic Jesse is actually, I shouldn't read. Jesse Lewis isn't here.
Okay, he's not
Hates
here.
when I read his name.
Okay.
Dark Bulb is here. Nightwing X is here. King Megacon is here. Luca Plaquia is here. Pure Soul 81 is here. Joseph Joe Kerr is here. Bat Force Grump representing the Tuesday crew.
What's up?
Which that looks really bad. I should stop doing that.
That was wild.
That
yeah.
wasn't as bad as the what was it? The video that Plasti put up of Robo.
Of Robo and Wade doing the banana and hot dog eating.
Oh
Yeah, that was
that
was definitely questionable.
Yeah.
That was wild.
We got Pablo Lopez, Toy Box Photography is here. Rad Toyologist is here. Chad Kinsler is here. Colossal Customs. Rectangular is here, Tony.
Whoa, Rectangular here too.
Yeah, Rectangular. That's a name that
Isn't it
sounds
great?
familiar.
Yeah.
Andy Davis is here. Mr. Ortega is here. Andrew M is here. 1-6 Shooter. Matt R. Nico Hodge is here. Tyrone Wested. Boop, 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 boop. Soul 3000. Something just jumped. You guys suck. I hate you all. Nicole Dorton is here. Kelly Dorset. We got Action Figure Boncho. I may have read your name already. I think I said Mr. Ortega. Nodnarb 101. Soul Brother. 1-6 Shooter. I'm definitely repeating.
Good job.
It's
That was
over.
awesome.
20 minutes later.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my favorite readings of the names. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's because I'm on the episode, but it was great.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No, I loved it.
Danny, while you were peeing, I was trying to convince Tony and all of the Chatmigos to just tell you I did read the names.
Like
and
I
I-
wouldn't go back and watch it later.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know,
That was a
hindsight.
flaw. Well, you splice in
Yeah.
a previous episode's names
Oh.
in there without
Oh,
him.
we got Punker Mike just showed up, and I can't not say Punker Mike's name because I love Punker Mike.
Yeah.
What's up, Punker
up,
Mike?
guys?
Punker Mike just enabled me like the other day. I bought off of eBay. I don't know. if
Oh,
I'm
you
supposed to
got that
talk
thing
about it.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent a picture in our group chat. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I got that on the way. We'll talk about it in an upcoming haul
Okay.
weeks from
Awesome.
now or something
eBay.
when I get it.
eBay's a dangerous place.
Oh, very dangerous.
I'm sure for everyone here, very, very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's go ahead and go through our hauls for the week, and then
We're doing it early.
yeah,
That's
I
only
figured-
going to take me 5 hours.
Yeah, yeah. And then I figure we can kind of walk through Tony's kind of journey where he was at Hasbro and whatnot, if that's cool with you.
He was
I
just a
love it.
lonely boy.
If anyone
Born
wants
and
to
raised
hear
in
it.
South Detroit.
Yeah, I thought I was here to talk about all the rest of the Legends reveals for 22 and the rest of the line look, but we could just talk about my life.
Yeah.
I think that's probably
Okay.
better for
All
everyone.
right. Sounds
I
good.
think-
Sounds good.
Oh wait, no, I got a text from Ryan. He said I can't do that.
Oh,
So,
all
Yeah,
right,
not
all right.
not so much. It's like that's it. Like Toymigos didn't get a reveal, so I just made up my own reveal, and I posted about Gossip Girl Legends. I don't
Yeah,
know
that
if you
was
saw
amazing.
that was awesome. Yep.
that. Very narrow audience that I was going for there.
It was
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah,
Thank you. No, yeah, I definitely here as Tony the fan, as if you will. But also, I'd love to walk you guys through the journey and about some of the awesome product that I've had a hand in. So looking
Awesome.
forward to it. Yeah,
my God, there was such a joke there of calling yourself
no.
Tony the fan, but I'm
Right.
going to be good and not say it.
All right.
so
Well,
respectful. Thank you.
well, before we get there, make sure to murder your thirst.
I will.
All right.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and start with you, since you're the guest. What did you acquire this week, sir?
Oh, this week, actually, it's not new at all, but it's new to me because I never had them. I'm gonna pop up to my retro wall here.
Okay.
And I never had this guy or any of the series. So I was super stoked. As I said, eBay, dangerous place. But I got Slushhead.
Oh wow.
Is that how you do it? Yeah.
That's dope.
New Adventures of He-Man. I was a little old, I guess, for New Adventures and never really quite got into it. But after the Horsemen did that ridiculous job with Master Universe Classics and started bringing these guys into the modern age and put it on that buck, I was obsessed, and like I can't get enough of this weird.
That's a great figure. I had the vintage figure. I mean, like I had the original growing up. I was lucky enough. It's a dope figure.
It's incredible, and I just eBay is a dangerous place for me. Of course, you can kind of see over here the highly sought after Mythic Legions that just came in maybe a couple weeks back. I swear I bought toys this week. They're just not around me, so I don't want to lose my toy cred.
You can name them off. You don't have to show them off if you have a couple things that you remember.
And Tony, it's okay because Cheney and I like literally bought everything.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of junk this week.
Good. And I did get this guy.
Yeah, look at that. That's another figure worked on by Gentle Giant.
Wolverine fan. Oh, well, bang up job. This guy's fantastic. Gargano. I know he's a big Marvel fan, so it's awesome to see him in the Tiger Stripes for his gear. So some really cool stuff. Just tons of Mattel Raptors, of course. I got some more Raptors. I've got them in a Savage Land display over here. Kind of.
How many of those Raptors do you have now?
Well, I mixed a little bit. I do have 4 Raptors from Mattel, and then I also have Creative Beast, my dude Dave Silva.
Yeah,
at Creative Beast.
The feathery Raptors. I actually I have some of those, and then I just ordered. It hasn't arrived yet, but he had a sale on his site for Memorial Day, so I picked up some of the Triceratops ones.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of working with him at Hasbro, and I know his devotion to sculpting. But to dinosaurs to be even like more centric. And I just peeped his T-Rex, or I don't. He has all these technical names for these things. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks like a T-Rex.
Like, that's it. And I'm like feathery raptors. And stuff. It's like I don't get it. He knows what he's talking about though.
But I'm gonna buy him. All right. I don't need to know the name to buy it.
That's kind of like my attitude when it comes to anime. Like it's like I'm gonna buy the toys. I don't know any of the names. I make up the names.
Yeah. So BC quick plug. Get those. They're awesome. But nothing else this week. I've been going hard on the Master Universe Origins, which we'll probably talk about.
We'll get to that.
And plenty of Hasbro stuff. I bought what did I get recently? Flint. I found Flint and Lady J at a Target, so I felt lucky.
That's part of my haul.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw you did some cutting.
I don't know if you could tell. I'm already breaking into talking about my haul.
Yeah. I saw. Yo, go, jump in, please. I don't want to.
I chopped off some of his armor, Tony.
Yeah, that's okay. Personal preference.
Like the chest armor, the back armor. Like I just took an X-Acto and I was just like, choppity chop, my brand new toy.
He was like Edward Scissorhands. There's just pieces of plastic going everywhere.
Now, did you get 2 so you could do that and also have one? Originally,
I did.
Yeah.
I don't have the other one yet, but it's in my Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot. So I was just once I got this one in from Amazon, and I was just like, chopping it up.
You came in hot. You came in bold. I'm like, you got another one, don't you? You know?
Oh yeah.
I love it.
So how do you feel about the way that Lady J came out?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
because you finally found it, right? And you were able to get it in hand and check out the final version of the in-store version, right?
Sure. Yeah. I love it. There's things that happen in production that you don't foresee when you're developing this work of art that you're creating. But for me, that I love the replaceable hair. That's really cool. If we couldn't get that alternate head, replaceable hair is pretty sweet.
I don't
I
have
think-
her yet. She's still in my Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot. I didn't get 2 of her.
Oh, I'm so now, Josh. I know you're not a fan of the smirk.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
this is why you bring it up. But the smirk doesn't bother me too much.
Well,
I shouldn't say too much, but
it's still really good figure though. Like
Yeah.
that's really my only little nitpick about the whole figure in a whole is that little smirk. And other than that, like, I mean, the articulation is killer on that thing. It's just a beautifully done figure.
no, yeah, the Lenny, the designer on the brand, does an awesome job of kind of picking out some of the things from the classic and then adding a little modern twist. And I think you're seeing a little bit of a shift, right? To like more of that classic vibe too.
Mhm.
But I think classified is super hot, and I mean, I'm digging it. I've been pining for 6-inch Joes for so long.
Oh, we all have.
Yeah, I know. Me and
For
Dwight.
15 years.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Been there
I mean,
15 years.
What?
I'll be at Gentle Giant 15 years in October, and I think I've been pining for them just as long.
Yeah, and this isn't any inside business, but like I've been a part of 6-inch Joe pitches for a while. I know me and Dwight had worked on something here and there, and it's just to finally get them is like yes, and I don't know, it's just super special to me, especially like Zartan is freaking sweet.
Zartan is great. Zartan, Major Blood, Destro. I mean, it's like some of the bad guys are some of the best figures. I mean, that was the case for the original line too, I think. But yeah.
I'm such a toy geek that it's just bringing those characters to 6-inch scale so I can put them on a legend shelf.
Yeah,
is awesome. Sorry, that was Josh.
No,
what's your I got emotional. Josh, what's your toy haul, man?
Let's see. I got a whole bunch of stuff today. I got lucky at Target on, what was it, Monday? It was Tuesday, right, Adam? Yeah, it was Tuesday.
It was one of those days.
Yeah, it was Tuesday. I got it confused with Monday because it was the holiday. Yeah, I got super lucky. I walked in to the Target right after they opened on Tuesday morning.
That's not lucky. That's you actually hunt. You hunt well. Like you go when the store opens. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well,
I never do that.
Well, technically, it was like 3 minutes after, so I figured like anything that I wanted.
Someone had already ran to the aisle and grabbed it.
Yeah. So I walked up to the dude and he was unloading the U-boat and whatnot. I'm like, hey, are the legends gone? And he's just like, no, we didn't put anything out. There's nothing on the truck for over there today. And I'm like, well, it's like a street dated thing. He's like, oh, street date. He's like, well, let me get the number then. I'm like, okay. So I read him off the number and he looks it up and he's like, okay, yeah, we've got it. We're not allowed to pull from the back, but the set date was the 30th of May, and today's the street date, so technically I can sell them to you. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, all right, yeah. How many do you want? And I'm like, you know what? Just let me get them all. I'll just take the whole wave. And he's just like, okay. So he goes back there. About 3 minutes later, he comes rolling out with the bring on the bad guys wave. And I was just like, okay, cool. So I got the, the Zem News.
You guys didn't see that one coming, did you?
I didn't. I like that.
No one sees that one coming.
That was definitely a deep cut for sure.
If you're not reading Immortal Hulk, read Immortal Hulk. He was awesome in that arc. I didn't know him quite outside of that. I just had seen weird pictures of him. I've also seen weird pictures of Adam. But I don't pull against him, right? So yeah, the
Shut up! You keep them in a special folder. You know
I do. Yeah. No, they're awesome. And thanks for sending them constantly.
I mean, I just sent another one.
I know. I got it. I'm looking.
So
trying to distract you.
I lucked out with those, and there's a lot of good figures in here. Like I love this Doom, man. This Doom is awesome.
With the Thanos skull? Come on.
Yeah.
Where he just destroyed him because he had
I love that story. That was such a fun story.
Some of those arcs are like could you just make it a little bit longer for me? I want to like really dive into this world. Like you get those, you get the spin-offs, you get like side books, but like that main title is always like 6 issues, 8 issues. I'm in it. Dude, I'm in it for the long haul.
That was killer, man.
Yeah.
It was such a good, like, Fantastic Four story is really what it was. It was just like a good Fantastic Four story. Of course, for me, this is definitely the star of the wave.
Serious upgrade on this. And I mean, we're talking years later from the original release, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the bionics on the forearm and the hand look super cool. The face is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I only wish that we would have gotten maybe an alternate head with like a smiling or a yelling face that would have probably took it over the top for me.
See, now you want the smile, Josh. We give you the smile on Lady J.
You guys can't win. Like, to be honest, you guys can never win.
We want as collectors, we want more, right?
Yeah.
It's like you get it and like this is great, but like it's same with me. It's like
if we had got like a yelling face, like if we got like a yelling face or a smile face, it'd be like, well, would have been cool to get like a plain face for more serious moments. I don't know, not with Lady Deathstrike.
Lady Deathstrike had a vintage, a Toy Biz 5-inch figure. So, there's just like, you see stuff happen. There's always a possibility in the future.
You throw it out. You throw it out there in the universe, and then
see what sticks.
Maybe you'll get it.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
So yeah, those ones are definitely cool. The Red Skull came out pretty cool. I also got in the Buzzmod Tanjiro from Demon Slayer.
Oh, that thing's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's super nice. It's thanks to Adam for sending me the link. And where did you get the link from, Adam? I don't want.
I think Ryan Carper is the one that originally gave me the link. But yeah, I that's if you guys are into like stuff like this. I mean, if you're into any toys and you're listening to this or in Chatmigos right now, join the Discord, because the Discord is great. Like everyone's super friendly in there. There's purchase links everywhere. Then like people will help one another out with like making sure that you see when stuff goes up before it's sold out. So it's a really great place. I love it in there. I post a lot of inappropriate animated GIFs that annoy Papa Schmitty, but it's fun times, guys.
And then also in there, we there's a discount code for the Chatmigos for Merlin's Toys. So
our very own David Bond. He's in Chatmigos now. He popped in here.
Yep.
But yeah, he's got a toy store, and you get a Chatmigos discount code for free shipping, right?
I didn't read exactly what it was.
Is that what it? I know. Hold on. Wait. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
Fact checker. Get in there.
Hold, please. Yes, it is. It is.
Look at that. He even remembered.
Thank God.
Oh wait, no. That's actually
off the rails.
I take that back. I'm incorrect, because there is a pay later option with free shipping available on orders over $50. If you use the code Chatmigos, you get 10% off your first order. So the Chatmigos code is for 10% off your first order, but he has a pay later option with free shipping available on orders over $50, which that's pretty awesome. You go through that immediately. So check that out.
And then we have a very generous super chat from Winger Lose. He said, great show, guys. Tony or Adam, do you guys get any say in the facial expressions on figures?
Tony is not going to answer any questions like this. I'm going to say that everyone has a say in everything, but people don't always listen.
I could kind of answer.
Okay, fine. I'm just trying to protect you. I'm trying to jump on all grenades for you, Tony. That's how much I love you.
And I love you for it. I can only explain it that design has the control on what expressions, and of course, if there's licensors, they also have input as well. So there's certain things that licensors want, licensors don't want. If it's a Hasbro owned brand, it's kind of up to the team and the brand. So there's no like one person that's solely responsible, I guess. It's just kind of like a general, like, oh yeah, that looks sweet, but yeah, run with it. Or so not like a solid say. And a lot of people do get input from multiple people from the team. So it's not like usually.
That's the thing that I think a lot of people don't necessarily realize is how many people are involved in this process, and like in each line, like it's like there's so many people, and like yes, everyone throws out ideas, but like at the end of the day, it's a group project where there's a input from all over the place for so many different reasons, like more than you can ever imagine. It's like just like I don't necessarily know what Cheney does at his day job and how many people he has to deal with and work with. Like, you guys have no clue. It's crazy. Lots going on behind the scenes.
Oh my God. It's awesome too, because a lot of people get some say, right? And like I said, it's just like a pool of like collaboration between different departments, and like, is this the right choice? Yeah, that's awesome. And a lot of the creative, I work with a ton of creatives, and it's awesome because we all have such passion for everything that you guys love and I love. So, you know, someone can get caught up in their own passion. Yeah. Oh my God. My little baby.
This is me and Tony.
That's the Indecent Proposal. Was MODOK. That's the sequel.
Yep. There you go.
Our Indecent Proposal.
We got a very generous super chat from Laser Pants. He said, "Question for Tony: does Dwight have many leather-bound books and smell of rich mahogany?"
It's just all curtains with that guy, right? Just like you smell. Yes.
There is so much stuff that you've said already in this episode that I want to make inappropriate jokes about, but it's like I gotta save those for my next trip to Rhode Island. Apparently,
oh wow, tear it up again. We're not at San Diego. We're not on the roof deck. We can't go buck wild. We can go a little wild. But yes, mahogany, definitely. Leather bound books, not so much. But like the glue.
He's like, look at the book.
Dwight smells like glue.
Like the glue in the leather bound book. Not as much the leather.
Okay. We got another very generous super chat from David Bond. He says, Chatmigos equals best dudes on the internet.
That's true.
You're right. The Chatmigos are awesome.
Have you ever been to Pornhub? I mean,
Corn
Hub. Sorry, I was just saying. There's other cool places on the internet.
Yeah.
Shout out to Laura on the Cob. That's an inside joke. People.
And lastly, I got this new She-Hulk here.
I have that pre-ordered from Hasbro Pulse, but they haven't shipped it yet. I want it.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's nice. I
green.
Again, working remote, I haven't seen some of these figures in person.
Oh.
And I know.
Well,
I know. I love the gray version.
Yes.
So I'm assuming I love the green version.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's not to love?
Yeah, and you get extra accessories. So
but why didn't we get 5 heads? Why didn't we get 13 hands?
Right? I don't know. I think I know some people have had problems with this one, but I mean, you get, kind of like the plain normal face, and then you get an angry one. Mm-hmm. So it's, I don't know, and you get fists and open hands that you can use for grabbing if you wanted. So
I'm just gonna throw out this little tidbit too, that the same sculptor that sculpted that She-Hulk also did the Lady Deathstrike. So both of those are Gentle Giant digital sculpts for Hasbro. Thank you, Hasbro. And same sculptor did both of those. I enjoy both of those. He is a very good sculptor.
Yeah,
they're wonderful sculpts.
Artwood Toys is trying to figure out what it is that my day job is. So you just go, shh. It's all right.
Secrets.
Secrets.
Ryan Seacrest.
All right, Adam, it's your time.
Sweet.
This will take us to 9:50.
I know you guys already saw that I got Flint and chopped off his thing. His armor, not his thing. Lady J would be very upset if I chopped off his thing.
It's his armor thing.
I got these guys in. I'm going 4 figures in just one handful right now. But these I was telling Cheney, they made me feel super guilty. So this is the expanded universe Star Wars stuff. And the packaging is like ridiculously nice for those. Like, I don't know if you've seen it too, Tony, but like,
Oh yeah,
like it's like thicker cardboard, and it's got like a Velcro flap on the front. And I felt really bad tearing it open and then throwing it away.
well,
But that's what I did.
Shout out to Steve Evans with the "Let Him Breathe," right?
Yeah,
You follow
absolutely.
Let Him Breathe,
I need
right?
to buy one of those T-shirts, by the way. Yeah,
You do need to buy one of those.
We got a very generous super chat from Andy Davis. It says, "What is the best meal that has been provided by Hasbro? Lunch, parties, birthdays, etc." Great stream, guys.
What?
do they feed you? Do they feed you there?
Personally, when you go on those road trips and you go out to dinner, those are the best ones.
Yes.
When you go out and you're out with the sales team's the best. But like a nice steak dinner, Mr. B's in Arkansas. Whenever we go out to Arkansas for a trade show to kind of pitch to Walmart and everything, I was lucky enough to I was like the guy that would bring all the prototypes. So I'd have like a Santa sack.
You're the one that has to deal with the hot glue, basically.
Yeah, the hot glue. Yeah, exactly. So I would go out and we would go out every time we went to Arkansas. We go to Mr. B's, and that was like this little steakhouse, but it was like wine, appetizers, filet mignon. It was. I hope that answers the question because that was a very generous.
That's good, but everyone's gonna give me crap about how long my haul is, and that does not count for the time.
No, that was fine. That was me ranting about Mr. B's.
I want to hear more about filet mignon. Turn this into Snack Migos very quickly.
Yeah,
do this. So we were talking about my Gossip Girl picture from earlier. So yeah, I got this guy in another fantastic figure. I'll be posting pictures of him on my Instagram tomorrow. Very happy with how he came out. This was another Gentle Giant sculpt, and I know Cheney makes fun of the head. He thinks it looks like little kid Arnold.
It does look like Arnold.
I think it actually, like, in hand.
I haven't had it in hand. I haven't seen it in person yet.
In hand, I'm super happy with it. I think it looks a lot like him. But I see your joke, but I raise you. It's good in hand.
Well, I can't really say too many bad things about that, or Yoko will kill me. So.
Yeah,
Yoko
that's her 6-inch boyfriend.
Yeah, that's her dude right there. So I gotta be nice.
And then I wasn't lucky like Cheney because I don't go out hunting, and apparently I pre-order from all of the wrong places that get things last. But Renee Aldrete mentioned earlier, sculptor Gentle Giant, one of my friends and coworkers. He got in some of the Villains Wave from Dorkside, and I guess he ordered multiples of my boy Dormammu, so he gave me one, so that way when mine comes in I have to give it to him. But this figure, I'm super happy. Like, this, Renee sculpted this one actually. I love how it came out. I'm super excited for him and Red Skull. They both use the same base body, but very, very cool figure.
What, we didn't hide that enough?
What,
the base body, we didn't hide it? I thought we hid it.
No, they figured that out like
super quick.
Yeah, like it was real quick.
No, Dormammu is awesome and super needed too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have been asking for classic Dormammu for a very long time. Very long.
Your wish is granted. And then I got in my month, like, that's like, honestly, I haven't taken Dormammu shots yet, but I'm gonna have to mess with lighting, and I don't do that. Like, I take my white background shots, but it's like, no, Dormammu looks great, like lit up and stuff. I know Wade, Unparalleled Universe,
he did
posted a
really,
review,
really nice,
and he took some really great pictures of Dormammu.
He looks like he had some fun.
Yeah, no, he's been cranking out reviews and stuff lately. So big ups to him for that. And then I got in my Ami month shipping pile that it was like $3 million. So I got the Hush Catwoman in.
What'd you think?
It's a great figure. Very, very cool.
It
looks like Jim Lee stuff. It's super posable.
I was telling someone the other day, I don't remember who it was. Might have been you. I don't know. But that one's definitely contender or in my top 10 for sure.
Oh, man, like that's like honestly, this is gonna be brutal this year doing a top 10 because there's been so much. Like I feel like everyone's like just shooting out wins. MODOK better be on people's list.
That's gonna be easy. Can you see the resemblance? I wish I could put this up to your head.
It does. It looks kind of like you and I had a baby.
Yeah.
We got a very generous super chat from Jesse Lewis.
And a lot of other.
Jesse Lewis said, "Can Hasbro please steal the DC license from Toddy Mac and give us quality DC figures? Wow. Love you, Adam." I
don't think it works that way, but I'm down with the idea.
You know what's funny is that when you read that comment, I don't know why I pictured the Hamburglar, but it might be. And here's the segue, because I'm drinking out of this delicious.
There we go.
No, somebody already asked about that. So you gotta talk.
I wanted to hook him up. He wasn't a donor or whatever you guys call these.
A donor.
A donor. That's probably not appropriate. But yep, it is McDonald's Batman Forever Two-Face with the flip coin handle. Adam, you know.
It's classy.
It's those sculpt details that matter.
I think the cup is great. It's just the fact that you're drinking urine out of it is weird.
It's a little weird.
I mean, it's what you got to do sometimes in Rhode Island. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, no, oh, go ahead, Adam.
Oh, no, go ahead. I'm going to have the longest haul ever because we keep going off on tangents.
I know. I like the tangents.
I know the tangents are fun.
This is a first. Hold on. This is a first. This is a first because Adam never complains about tangents because he's always the one going off on this.
Doing the tangent. I'm all about tangents. It's just that everyone's saying like, oh, how long is this going to be? And it's like, well, now it's not entirely my fault.
If there's anyone that can go tangent, it's me. And I will do it all night if you want to.
All night long.
All night.
All night.
Shout out to Lionel Richie.
Yes. Tony, you know Augie, right? Augie and Junior, the handsome twins that always come to all the conventions.
I love them. Yeah. I love them both. Yes.
Just big shout out to Augie. I don't know if he's listening right now, but he's text messaging me right now. So
better be listening.
Yep. Tony says hi, Augie.
There you go. Get him. And tune in, damn it.
Yeah,
there you
exactly.
Darn it.
Come on.
Darn it. Excuse me.
Yeah. Watch that language. That was totally fine.
That one was all right, I think.
Yeah, you're allowed.
It's all good.
And Ava Unit 02, I already have this is the Bandai Robot Spirits line. I already have the original ones, but I buy the re-releases because I'm a total pushover for anything Evangelion. I love the design of Ava's. And then these things are like crazy articulation. I mean, like, it's like a robot Spider-Man, you know, like it'll get into every pose and like the torso joint, it just cranks, man. It's crazy. So beautiful, beautiful figure. I love them. And cue like the cicada noise.
Yeah.
Like, I love that cicada. Yeah, exactly. Like,
it's weird because they have those in Chicago too.
Was that the theme music for Evangelion?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was like you were wrapping Adam's segment up.
He's playing me off the stage. He's like, come on. This is it. It's time. Done. It's time to talk about other things.
We're done.
And then this one's really cool. I got the Figure Arts Pac-Man, cool. Guys.
Oh, that's fun.
So it's dope. It's got some really cool articulation. Like the legs are on tracks, so it gets really good range of motion. I mean, you know, hips, knees, ankles, elbows, shoulders, wrists. Like it does have a different faceplate that you can plug in and little pixelated cherry and a pixelated ghost.
Not bad articulation for a guy that just
I know doesn't do anything. But good. It was also and like it was cheap compared to other Figure Arts figures. It was like $30. So I think it's like it's worth picking up if you like Pac-Man. I do. My son really likes Pac-Man too. So
nice.
I had all the reason.
See, my toy haul is like all on pre-order. I just pre-order literally everything.
Mine is too, Tony. It's just that they ship every week because I pre-order everything and I am in credit card debt.
It's nice come on. That I'm sort of selective.
Yeah, no, we're just as bad. Like I have stuff on pre-order too, but this is just the stuff I've got in within the last week. Awesome. Yeah, we all have a problem here.
Yeah.
I wanted to say what's up to Plasty. He has entered the chat. What's going on, Plasty Adicto?
Plasty. And then I got one. Oh no, two things left. Sorry.
Okay.
He's great. Well, this is the first time I saw those Star Wars figures too, which I have on pre-order. So
I got mine from. I got them from Dorkside, so they came in from there. But this is the Sentinel Miles Morales.
Oh yes,
I love this thing.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah, I own every single version of Miles Morales at the 6-inch scale. So like my son and I saw the movie in the theater. We both love Miles Morales. So I was just like, I will buy every single version of this character. This one is my favorite yet. I will say that like the hard sculpted jacket looks great, but it leads to like some slight limitations with posing, and like he can't get his arms down to the sides as easy because of it. But Dallas James posted some pictures where he actually used the what is it? The Mafex, the Mafex soft goods jacket on this figure with the like regular arms. And it's like, that might be the answer across the board for making the quintessential perfect Miles. And I have the other one, so I might do that myself. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful figure. Highly recommended. And then my last thing, and just came in today, is an anime that I just started watching, Jujutsu Kaisen, probably butchering the name.
That's Yuji, right?
And that's Yuji. He's the main character from the anime. But this figure is dope, man. Like, I just got it in. It's a soft plastic bottom of his shirt, but the articulation is bonkers on it.
How are the ankles? I'm really curious about the ankles.
They work great.
Are they on ball joints or are they actually hinged?
It's a straight up ball joint in there. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but
that's how Spike was too, and that bugged me for some reason.
Really? Yeah. It works great. I'm totally cool with it. I think it's shoes. I was just complaining to Jordan because Jordan and I are watching the anime together, and I was like, why does he wear such he wears like nice dress shoes to fight demons? Seems like a weird choice, but
when you've got it.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's part of his school uniform.
It is. It's very fashionable. Mm-hmm. I was just talking to the Captain Melina in chat about this anime because the end credit sequence is actually one of my favorite parts of the whole show because they're all just casual and they're Zemo dancing. Like it's just like
that's what I love about the first opening sequence of Bleach. If you watch the first opening of Bleach, like you would never think that you would have no concept of what the show's about. It's very casual, very like, what the heck? Like I remember seeing it in the past and going, what the heck is this all about? And then I actually got into the show and I was like, oh wow, this is really good. So
that's it. My haul is over.
Okay.
Timestamp.
All right.
Good.
It happened.
That was brief.
Oh, he can go on forever.
I mean, like, honestly, you want me to talk more about what I buy? That's fine.
Don't hate it.
All right. Well, I wanted to go ahead and, kind of do a little walkthrough of your history at Hasbro, if you didn't mind, Tony.
No, not at all. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about it.
So what was the first line you started and all that stuff? But I'll let you go ahead.
No, it's all right. Yeah, well, I came in as a temp in maybe 2006, 2007. So right as soon as Hasbro got the license, it's funny because way back when I first graduated college, and I went to Rhode Island School of Design, illustration degree, and I came out of there, and my buddy had shown me Toy Biz Punisher. It was like in the studio, and I had just gotten the Wolverine, I think, at one point, and I'm like, "What's that one?" He's like, "Oh, that's the Punisher." And I'd like I'm like a college guy. I wasn't going hard on collecting at that point. I was like, all right, well, I kind of need Wolverine the Punisher. That kind of makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
I can get the Punisher. And then like Ghost Rider came out. I was like, okay, I can keep it. Like that team up, Wolverine, Punisher, Ghost Rider, and then I probably need Toad. I need to go back and get Toad. You know, at some
was that
point.
the Spirits of Vengeance that you had there, pretty much? Or
yeah.
Was
like
that? Was that book, Spirits of Vengeance? Was I right?
There was like
the one with Blackheart.
I think so. Yeah, it was like Wolverine,
That was
Punisher,
Hearts of Darkness.
There you go. Yeah.
I am a giant nerd, boys.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Exactly that. So it's like I could stop there, and then next thing you know, I'm in it. I'm getting everything, and then like Toy Biz is like, you know what? Build a figures. And like, oh, why are you doing this to me? And like Galactus and Sentinel and Crab Onslaught, and all this like crazy stuff. And like as I was getting out of college, it's like I need to work for Marvel. I need to work on Marvel Legends. I need to. That's like end goal. Work on Marvel Legends. I got out of school. I did some freelance sculpting. Am I going too far back? Is this okay?
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. Sorry. So get out of school. I do some like. I kind of like illustration. I started doing some sculpting and like kind of like, oh, maybe I'm a sculptor. I did a lot of that. And I did some freelance for Dynamic Forces way back in the day. So I did like an Ash sculpture and a Wesley from Wanted. Don't look those up. That was very early work.
I wish we were prepared and we could pull them up on screen right now.
Don't you look at them. And then like as I was like a freelance artist, I'm like, okay, I actually need a real job as I'm getting out of school. So I worked at a comic shop. Shout out to Chris's Comics up in Seabrook, New Hampshire. If you guys are up in the area, that is the spot. I got tons of books up there, and I was just doing freelance. And my father's like, oh, you know, well, would you ever think about going to Hasbro? I'm like, nah, I'm all set. And then all of a sudden Hasbro gets the Marvel license. So like a year later, I'm like, hey Dad, I think I'm gonna apply to Hasbro. He's like, God damn it, you know. And then I was working at a comic shop, doing kind of like sculpting a little bit in my parents' place. But I've been working there for a year. That's not how my father sounds, but it's good for the story. Kind of like maybe a little bit. And so I applied because I saw a job listing for mall artist, and I'd actually applied to sculpting as well, but I wasn't familiar with some of the materials. They were working in wax at that time. That's how old I am. And got into the mall shop. Legends never die.
Sorry, the Butter Baron just showed up. And, that's his.
Yeah, the Butter Baron is officially in the chat. Up? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I came to Hasbro. Marvel Legends, Marvel had just come over, so it was like Spider-Man 3. I remember like seeing like Venom for the first time before everyone else saw Venom. I was like, oh shit, Venom. Excuse me. Oh snap, Venom. I was like, oh snap, Venom. And then I think Incredible Hulk was coming out with Ed Norton, and I was doing a lot of the paint decoration. So you know, sculpting would come in. They'd sculpt up the figure in wax, and then design would be like, hey, raise the eye a little bit. And they're like, no. And they had to go back in. And, like, things have changed drastically, Adam. I know you can attest.
That's like, honestly, like, dude, now we're going to go off on a tangent.
Yeah, I get it.
But like, that is a thing that I need to remember to use more with my digital sculptors, where it's like, if they complain about changes, I'm gonna be like, yeah, remember when we had to do this in wax?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember how big, like, literally the worst change ever is like, can you make that 5% bigger?
Yeah.
Remember like, you mean the whole thing that I sculpted? Yeah. You want me to sculpt it 5% larger? You do know that there's nothing magic that does that. Meanwhile, in digital land, it's like click done 5% bigger. So it's like this digital's nice.
It's wonderful. So yeah, our awesome sculptors would come in. They'd get sculpts. Who would come into my department as a model artist. We have a molding casting department on site, which was awesome. And we'd see these guys that have been there forever. You know, we're talking 3¼ inch Joe days and stuff.
Oh
and
wow!
just the history in that building, like
Alone, yeah.
oh, it's I got goosebumps thinking about it. That's what a toy nerd I am. Like that's how special it is to me to like have worked with guys that like did the assembly line on GI Joe, or like were there when that 3¼ was going. So yeah, so we'd have the molding casting, the mold cast, and like when I was doing like the freelance sculpting, I had like this little rinky dink pressure pot that I did like some, and then I get to this like big facility, and it's like these monster pressure pots and vacuum chambers. I'm like, oh my god, this is incredible. I just like I still remember my mind being blown getting there, and it's like so. It's funny because it's big. It's like out of proportion how big everything is, but at the same time in that building in like Rhode Island, Adam, you know what a wild time Rhode Island is. You know that wild night was out of control. Yeah, really just tore it up. And again, it hasn't been the same since you left.
I know. I mean, like honestly, I'm a New York transplant to LA.
Yeah,
New York and LA have got nothing on Rhode Island.
You're thinking about coming back. I can see it.
Yeah.
Just talking to me is
Making
like,
a real life change.
maybe I need to go back. It's work remote, dude. Work from home. Work from Rhode Island.
Work from Rhode Island. That's you know what? That should be the new state like moniker. Like
Work from
work
Rhode
from
Island.
home. Work from Rhode Island.
All right. I'm calling up Gina Raimondo. We're gonna
Oh, Rhode Island jokes now.
I'm gonna hit everyone in here with Rhode Island jokes from now on.
Your state assembly person.
Contact your local state assembly. Work from Rhode Island. So where was I? Oh yeah, blown away by the facility. You know, we're doing Marvel Legends. It's just like kind of getting the ball rolling. We're Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, probably 2. And it kind of took off from there. Adam, you're a big part of this. Marvel Universe was awesome. I love that, like, kind of 6-inch was kind of coming down. And I'm like, no, Legends. That's why I came here. And then Marvel Universe started coming up right in that 3/4 phase happened, which, you know, I as you can see, 5-inch, 4-inch, 3 1/4, 6-inch, 12-inch. I like it all. So there's probably another
All sizes.
Yeah.
All sizes welcome.
Adam tangent coming in.
Yeah, it was.
I'm being good, dude. Trust me. You've said I'm writing down notes of things that you said tonight that I am gonna then text you about later.
It's like Toymigos Raw or like Uncut, and then like
After Hours.
We'll do like a mystery science theater thing where we can like say all like the naughty.
And it's a pay channel though too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, paywall.
OnlyFans.
Oh,
I know.
Boy.
But how am I doing?
This was
You were talking about Marvel Universe. Go, keep talking.
Hold on. Wait, like this was back in the time when, you know, Legends were pretty much on the back burner, but in that time you had worked on like the Red Hulk wave, correct? The Target exclusive Red Hulk wave, where we have the only
Aries.
two spirals, which we needed another one really bad, but
gold and
in regular, and then they kind of called it quits for a little bit after that, and they started putting out the 3 3/4 inch Marvel Universe stuff, and I remember getting the first 3 3/4 inch, and I was like, what is going on? Like, what happened? Like, Toy Biz had this cool stuff. They were starting to get their bearings with Legends again. Like, you know, the first wave like that I came back in on was that Red Hulk wave. And I was like, okay, cool. Like I can, all right. I like where they're going. And they're like, oh wait, we're not going to do that anymore. We're doing 3 3/4 inch now. And it's like, well, I don't like these either. But, you guys kept working at it.
Oh yeah, of course. It's a journey, right? The growing pains. The stuff that we had in those early years that holds up to standards today. I think we're like
Marvel Universe brought the ankle rockers that everyone loves to Hasbro. Like, it's like that line is what introduced that style joint.
Yeah.
Like,
that's it. Yeah, and just like the appetite for, at the time, 6-inch kind of was going down, right? And then the appetite for that 3 1/4 GI Joe 25th anniversary had just like kind of like
those were beautiful too.
They were incredible, and now it's like all of a sudden you've got Marvel Universe figures coming in. You can play with those, and like 3 1/4 was just hitting hard. Just the toy business is cyclical, right? Like anything, you could say that about anything, but it was just that trend was coming up, and Universe came in. I had the opportunity to I basically worked on all those, so all the paint decoration for all those as well, and that was kind of like, it was like a transition there actually in Universe, was that transition from wax to digital, right, Adam? Like I think a couple of them were.
Like we had done some digital I mean, yes, absolutely. Like we did our Marvel Universe stuff. I think some of it was still traditional, but it transitioned pretty fast to like that's the timeline where Gentle Giant went from being like 50-50 traditional and digital sculpting to 100% digital sculpting. Like that's we made that move pretty fast. So and that line was definitely right around that time.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. And again, like, multiple brands kind of I was touching, and I was doing all the paint work for 25th anniversary, not all of it, here and there. Marvel was like my focus, which was fantastic, that at like right time, right place. It's a huge Marvel fan. Obviously, I told you that Legends was my dream. So going there, getting that brand and like owning that in the shop. Of course, working with Dwight, working with Dave Bonner, Dave Lewinsky. There's a million designers that I worked with that were all.
Yeah, you're going to have to, like, if you start naming names, there's going to be a bunch.
15. Yeah, exactly. So, work with those guys and like developing that trust with them, where I kind of like started taking on the paint applications myself, because it was very kind of paint by number a little bit in the model shop, where design would provide call outs, and then we would match the Pantones and like just kind of like, here you go, this look good, and then like they could tell that I was obsessed with Marvel. They knew I knew my stuff, and like I was bringing ideas and things like that, so I got to own that kind of like paint application process, and then understanding the amount of operations that certain paint hits cost, and like just kind of like bringing and growing and like bringing more ideas and growing and kind of building up. So yeah, we kind of like went from 3 1/4, and then that kind of started coming down, and then 6-inch started coming up, and Legends started like making a huge comeback. And again, like I don't
in between there with like both lines though, there's something that's very important, that you were behind a lot of it. I mean, like, I know it's all a group effort, but those giant dioramas at San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh my God,
like the Marvel Universe ones, and then now the Marvel Legends ones, and then the sliding customs into this stuff. I
was going to bring that up. We've actually got some history.
Cheney.
We've got some history about that.
Yeah, interrupt me as I'm going through this nonsense. Like 100%. San Diego Comic-Con, number one, I got to meet Josh, so that's way up here. Maybe off screen.
Oh yeah.
Number two is probably the San Diego Comic-Con dioramas.
Oh yeah.
But the design would come up with these like kind of plans, like and they'd outsource it to this guy that would like come up with this. Doom's Castle was one of them. I don't know, kind of like then we would break down Doom's Castle. It would be Lava Doom's Castle and or Wada Doom's Castle the next year. But bringing that diorama expertly made by our vendors, and then kind of reinforced by design, and then we would go in there, and Dwight would give me like a hey, do whatever you want. I'm like, okay. So I'd start making customs and like I'd talk to him like about a couple, and then I'd like do a couple. Obviously, we had to get everything approved by license and everything. But one of my favorite ones of all time was Sauron, in that custom diorama. Another one was most of them have become figures over the years, but I'm blanking on it. Overdrive.
Yeah.
Okay.
One. Just because I think a select few of us at Hasbro are obsessed with Superior Foes of Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's I had to make a custom Overdrive too because there still has not yet been an official one.
I know I'm campaigning for it, but no news. I'm not breaking any news here.
One of my favorites was the Marvel Universe Doombots.
Oh yes,
and
that was awesome.
And it's funny because I remember at the time on Instagram I was following a gentleman by the name of Ben, and he had posted a picture of those, and I was like, dude, where did you get those? He's like, oh, it's just one of my coworkers I work with. He made them. And I'm like, what? And then I think it was that year at Comic-Con, I was talking to you and you're like, oh yeah, those are mine. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Do you remember how you approached me? Because that story's awesome.
No, I don't.
I can't
wait. I thought we just walked up and started talking.
No, you came up and you're like, hey, have you crop dusted anyone lately?
What? No, I would never say anything like that.
All right, you didn't say that.
No.
But it was something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
Because Ben told you to tell...
oh, that's what it was. Yes, because Ben told me to tell you something.
You wouldn't do it on your own accord, and I know that.
Yeah, yeah.
But Ben put you up to it.
Yeah.
But it was super funny.
When you smell a fart at a convention, it's Cheney's fault.
And it's not Cheney's fault either. It's the trifecta, right? It's that it's the fart, it's the BO, it's the halitosis, and it's just that wonderful Comic-Con smell.
I was gonna say,
don't miss that.
It's actually very nice to like sit here and talk and not like be sweating from the lights and
oh my God,
have people bumping
Speak
into
for
you
yourself, man. Woo!
And have people bumping into you every like 2 minutes or walking in between us.
And when I talk about the trifecta, I'm just talking about myself and that just radiating everywhere else. So I apologize to everyone that's been in the Marvel booth. But yeah, no, it's the dioramas were awesome. It was just me and Dwight like going after like all these battle scenes, and it was like it'd be funny because like they're like pretty big. They're like 5 feet long or whatever, 4 feet long. And all of a sudden I'd hear Dwight giggle on the other side of the diorama. And I'm like, oh, what do we got? And I move over there. It's like, Captain America throwing somebody in a trash can or something like that. And it's just like, then he'd hear me giggle about some other little diorama. And it was just like 4 hours of me and Dwight sprawling figures out and just going after it.
It's like, that's fun. That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. It's everything that you want to do that you didn't want it, that you couldn't do to your figures because you're not going to hot glue your figures, right?
Right.
So yeah, and then Ryan, of course, and Dan would always help out, and me and Dwight would be like, no, no, but they were actually really good. Me and Dwight had to take them down a notch, didn't want to put
so when you guys do that is that when you get to San Diego, or are you able to like kind of like preset some of that stuff up before it gets out there?
As the years went on, we wisened up to like maybe we should pre-post these things because maybe 4 hours at Comic-Con devoted to this one area is probably not appropriate. But yeah, we typically just went and freestyled it there, which is awesome. It's like a big attraction at that show for a lot of people, and like the best part was like kids coming up and like and like showing their dad and all this stuff with their mom. It was just really cool, like watching people investigate these things and like seeing the reactions was like, and then especially because ridiculous watching people like find the customs. And James Ruckus, he actually told me he was going to hurt me after he found out that Sauron was a custom that one year. In a joking way. But we got him. We got the Build-A-Figure for him. So
I remember that was a big deal with people. They're like, "What do you mean that's a custom? So there's no plans for that? Like, what's going on with that?" Like, people are like, "We're getting Sauron," and then no, that's just a custom in there.
It was a prelude, man. It was fun because we would seed stuff in, see what the reaction was, and then we could say, "Hey, people responded well to it."
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't anything other than like me and Dwight having fun and seeing what people would say about it at the con. And that's one of the biggest things that I miss. Is that interaction with fans at a convention where you get a read on your product. We're reading the boards, we read, watch podcasts and stuff to like see what the reaction is. But like talking to people on the floor was super cool. And growing up an artist too, like I'm used to criticism. So it's, as long as it's constructive, yeah, of course I'm going to listen. If it's, negative, that's fine as long as it's constructive. And, and everyone working on this brand, like understands, like we want to give you guys the world. We want to give you guys everything. So
I got to say, like talking to you there, many years in a row, it's real easy to be like, yeah, I don't know about that one. Or, what went through you guys' head on that one? Or, like you're real easy to talk to, and you definitely are able to break the whole kind of thing down for someone like me who didn't know, and there's a lot of people out there like that didn't understand that, per wave you get allotted a budget for, the three different things, the three different categories, which is, sculpt, articulation, and paint. And you got to work with, a whole wave within the confines of that. And you were the first person to break that down for me and help me understand it. And you did it very well.
Yeah. And it's not a secret of the business. It goes back to when Kenner turned a Friar Tuck out of a Gamorrean guard, right? Like that body sharing, like that shared tooling with like a new coat of paint and kind of hiding it. That's the secret sauce on the business and making money and trying, people with passion trying to give you what you want, what we want, and like finding that happy medium is like, it's really hard. It's really hard.
Tony, I'm still waiting for a Terror Inc.
Oh God, me too. I have a new formula. But yeah, that secret sauce of, giving people what they want, and we want, and again, it's like, we've got the standards of a licensor to uphold as well. For some of our brands, Star Wars, Marvel, Hasbro owned brands, we got some leeway too, but we have people to answer to as well. But it's an awesome creative process that's like a checks and balances, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
Oh God, yeah, it's a big company. It's a big company, but an awesome, fulfilling company too.
So, what have been some of your favorite pieces to work on? What, like, thus far, like what's been some of your favorite? Just like, oh man, I mean, obviously. Well, I was just gonna say, obviously, we have your baby. We know your baby, but let's.
Yeah. All right, we'll dial it back.
Well, we go ahead and talk about the baby, because a lot of people may not know about your baby.
My baby, my second baby, my second child.
Yes.
So fast forward, I'd done a lot of the model artistry, the decoration of a lot of Legends and Marvel and Indiana Jones and G.I. Joe and all that stuff. And I got this awesome opportunity at Hasbro to work in design for a little bit. So like Dwight gave me some of the reins to work on some figures, and not only did he give me like some opportunities, but he gave me like coolest opportunity of all time to work on not only my baby MODOK, but Thanos. So I got to be designer on this bad boy, and this is like classic Thanos, Like I'm a villains guy, and this is the ultimate villain. I finally gave people the snap because you got to have the snap, and then I gave someone I did the box set, the movie box set as well, and then did another snap. So I got all the snaps out of the way. It was like I was like the Hasbro Beatnik or the Men on Film.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I was going for in living color.
Oh yeah,
snaps.
So working on that, like in design on Marvel Legends, on like this character that I've obsessed over for years was awesome. So that was like the precursor, and then Adam, you know this bad boy, the Modak this has been my dude for years, and also side note on both projects, one of my very good friends, and I had no clue he was on this project, but another RISD alum, Anthony Petrie, Zombie Bacons, he did the artwork for this one as well as this guy too. So like super special, like random by the Cosmos event
Kismet.
where he.
That's Kismet.
It's Kismet.
Yeah,
it's Kismet, and my dude Adam hooked it up on.
I mean, Renee was the sculptor on MODOK. He did a brilliant job, but like that's honestly like the way design works is you get inputs and everything, and like Tony killed it. Like it's like this is one where it's like, you know, whenever we have to redo a character that has a beloved Toy Biz version, it's like just like Tony was a giant fan of Marvel Legends, so are we. Like, you know, like that, like we have all the figures, I have the build a figure, we brought it in, and it's like, what can we do to set this apart, to make it different, to make it awesome? Like, you know, we don't want people to be like, oh, I have to rebuy this character. But like, it's like, yeah, that was also 20 years ago. And there are a lot of new fans that don't have the opportunity to have that old one. So it's like a challenge, but it's also like a love letter. And Tony killed it with the design. I think the face plates, genius idea. And it's just like, it came together. It came out so good. I am so happy with that one. It was beautiful. It's like, it's just all together. Kismet, man. It's like it all came together.
Oh my God. And if we could like get into my mind space of being a Marvel Legends fan, and which I'm sure all of you are, toy fan in general, and just like that Toy Biz MODOK was like, oh, that thing was like a holy grail. Like, how do you make it better? How do I, as a designer, it's like, I don't even want to make it better. I just want to like make it okay in standard with that one. Excuse me.
I think the general like conciseness about that is like everyone like the buzz and talk about it. It's like, oh, they might be doing a new MODOK or whatnot, but it's like, the old one's just fine. Like the old one's just fine. It's like it could use an update, but then again, you know, maybe not.
And I got it. That was everything.
The new one is better.
You're the best.
That's not what you said when Phil was on.
Oh yeah, Phil, if you're listening, I was kidding, dude. It's cool.
Phil,
love you too.
Phil's a legend in himself. He's awesome. I love that guy's work. But yeah, it was like, how do I kind of hold that, at least that standard, right?
Right. Yeah. No, that's there's some big shoes to fill there, man.
Yeah, and especially
seriously, Phil's shoes
are big shoes.
Very, very tall man.
But putting those like little details of like the AIM logo on the soles of the feet and the treads and like the thing on the back, and I don't know, it's just that was a dream come true making that. And then like on top of that, super rewarding is watching the toy photography come in as they take those. So like the articulator, Iwatu, just like I've seen some and I'm forgetting a million of them, and please don't take offense, but I've seen so many awesome shots of this thing, and that's exactly what I was talking about when I made that figure. Like,
I'm a big fan of Instagram. Like I just love Instagram in general, but like it's so great to like see stuff that you've worked on being photographed by like these super talented dudes and doing beautiful work where you're just looking at it and I'm like, wow, that looks so good. Like I was like, I was proud of that. It's cool. Like, I'm glad to have worked on it, but it's like people can, I mean, like Cheney does it every week doing thumbnails for the show. And, you know, this week alone, we have a Lady Deathstrike picture where I'm like, woof, beautiful. Love it.
Oh, awesome. Super
cool. Funny story about that too is I'd had another picture loaded up for it, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to fit the logo in that picture. So I got to start from scratch, and I got to get this done within a couple hours.
Yeah. Oh,
I
no.
mean, you still have to please post the other picture or use it in some other way. Like, because you sent me those pictures too, and they're beautiful pictures. This guy does not post enough of his work.
Right. He doesn't. I know. No, I've seen it, and it's again super beautiful. And it's just like that toy photography is like, this is exactly the story we're trying to tell with this figure, and then you're taking it and then telling an even better story with it, because there's only so much, there's like limits obviously with a physical item and just like a plastic, right? And you're taking that and you're supplementing it and you're putting in a diorama and you're putting all these figures around it, making this exactly what we were doing at Comic-Con, right? We were making this diorama, and I wish I could take photography. That is definitely not my skill set at all. I'm just not.
I'm right there. I don't consider myself a toy photographer by any means. Like, I take my silly pictures just to be like, it's a portfolio of sorts. But the toy photographers, I think, like, I want to give all toy photographers in general a big shout out, because what it is it feels like such a cool, natural progression of like, when we played with toys as a kid, you're using your imagination and you're messing with them and you're creating stories and you're making them interact. And now these guys are like making art that's showing that.
What's happening and in their head.
It's such a great progression of like, of that passion, of that love for toys, that it's like, it's so cool. And my hat's off to all of you toy photographers out there, because you're killing it and I love looking at it.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. It's everything I want to do with that toy and then more. So it's like, it's very rewarding.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so then you moved on, kind of to do other stuff, right?
Yeah. So after that, kind of opportunity on Legends and doing some design, coming out with some super cool figures, I came back to the shop, and it's more of a managerial role. So I got a bunch of brands, which is really cool. I kind of named it at the top of the show. It's like Fortnite, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, Marvel. So now I have kind of a crew of incredible Marvel artists under me, working on these brands, and just kind of trying to get as much of this work done as possible, because the amount of 6-inch collector toy is that Hasbro pumps out is insane. So not as much creative. I guess there is creative in the fact that I'm training, getting people up to what that standard is. I am still working, as I said, on classified figures, which is kind of awesome, and it's been incredible to work with a really good friend of mine on that brand and like do the paint masters there. But as I staff up, maybe I might not be able to work on those as much, but hold on to a little bit of it. But yeah, it's been a journey. I've worked on quite a bit of figures. I can't imagine how many figures I've actually touched at Hasbro over the past 15 years or so. It's been insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I don't like, it's like, it's got to be crazy, because like I honestly wouldn't even know where to begin as far as counting, because it's like
it just
so
keeps happening.
Stuff. Yeah,
it just keeps, and then it's like another year. Like, okay.
So, before we got to wrap it up here, what are some of your lines that may not be Legends or Joe's, or what are some of the lines that you collect?
Oh, that I collect?
Yeah.
Oh God. Do we have another 2 hours?
It's time to talk He-Man.
Yeah. He-Man is kind of what got me hooked, I think, back in the day. He-Man was a big one. I collect. I wish you could see this whole display, but
Real quick,
sell wrestling figures. Yeah, good.
real quick. We had a question from Rectangular. He wanted to know
Yeah.
if there's any way the molds could be updated to add a little bit more gap between the shoulders, because there's some scraping issues.
Oh, like paint scraping issues.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I can't do anything personally, but I can
Right,
bring
right.
it.
But
I can-
just
I
bringing
can
it to your attention, yeah.
No, that's great, and it's a great. This is exactly what I'm talking about the San Diego Comic Con, where we like could talk.
Tony's gonna come to each and every one of your houses. He's gonna X-Acto knife and sand down the shoulders and then touch up the paint. Like he's volunteering to travel worldwide, and he's going to fix everyone's Marvel Legends.
I got a lot of work. It's like the Santa Claus that
Yeah.
no one wants, but kind of wants. But yeah, Rectangular. That's a valid
Bring
point.
the triangle of like halitosis, bad breath, and
Like-
farts. As
They're
well.
like, yeah, we're not gonna mess with this guy anymore. We rescind our invitation.
They're like, we'll deal with the shoulder scraping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The smell is atrocious.
But that's a valid point. Like nobody, you buy this figure, you don't want paint scraping. So it's definitely something I can bring up to the bigger team.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, of
Thank
course.
you.
Yeah, I love
Now-
those kind of
Now go wild and talk He-Man.
He-Man. Oh my god, I'm really into. So that was like my original, like, obviously, repping the battle armor, Skeletor. But I'm really digging.
I thought it was a Batman shirt at first. I'm a giant He-Man fan. So like I suck.
Well, you must not be that big of a He-Man fan.
I'm more of it. Like that's a bad guy. I'm Prince Adam, dude. Come on.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that. I will give you that.
But He-Man will, like, every time I go all in. It's like Horseman did such a bang up job with those humorous classics. I kind of dabbled in 2000, but that's just because it was like that college timing where I was like, ooh, that Punisher looks cool from Marvel Legends. Like I switched to Marvel Legends, but I'm all in on the Origins figures. I'm definitely a big Mythic Legions fan. NECA has done some serious damage on my pocket with the animated turtles and like the movie turtles. They're out of control. Like the collector product right now is
It's insane, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
So much.
It's crazy because everyone seems to be firing on all cylinders right now,
Mhm.
and it's you can't
Yeah, and
just go.
Yeah, Hasbro's not slacking either. It's just,
No,
like,
not
just
even.
constant.
No, Hasbro frequently tries to take all of my
Yeah.
credit card money,
Yeah.
in general.
I think like the last 2 weeks, they've
Mhm.
announced something almost every single day.
Yeah.
And like how many waves are hitting on top of each other? Just Marvel. We have like the Disney Plus, the villains, and now all of a sudden the Iron Man wave is hitting now too. And it's just like, whoa! I love new toys.
Yeah.
My credit card company loves it too.
yeah.
Interest,
Watch that
baby.
FICO score. Yeah, no, there's just so many. Super 7, of course, is doing some really awesome.
Are you doing the turtles from them too?
Yeah, anything. Yeah, bye. I can't help myself. But yeah, the turtle stuff. I loved. Sleeper hit was that Toxie for me from Super 7.
I was so tempted by that. I was so
It's
tempted.
really good. It's really good. It's really good. No lie. But yeah, I'm a toy guy. It's not. I
So
can't,
the Conan
focus.
stuff. Are you in on the Conan stuff too?
I didn't get into the Conan stuff. My I have to have some sort of cutoff, and it's nothing to fault their Conan stuff. It's more just I
You
did
gotta
get
draw
the
lines sometimes. It's okay.
yeah.
Even I do it, and I buy way too much stuff.
Yeah, and
Same here.
I did get the animated one or the comic one, the Marvel comic inspired Conan. But there's only so many. I buy everything, but yeah, there's only so many I can buy. I wish I could buy that everything and then some.
So the Thundercats. Did you get Thundercats?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did you get the Thunder Tank?
I didn't get the Thunder Tank.
Oh,
And I'm gonna regret it. Just
Yeah.
like Snake Mountain. I didn't get Snake Mountain, and I regret it every day.
every
Of my
day you
life.
walk into your room and you look at your
Your
classics. and you
4-year-old could fit inside of Snake Mountain, so you really missed out.
Oh, no, I did. I know I did. That was a stupid decision.
go. So do you dabble in any of the Mezco stuff at all?
Mezco, no, and only because I think you guys understand. You have to draw those lines, because if I get a Mezco, then I get, and it's the Punisher story all over again. It's Wolverine, Punisher, Ghost Rider. I can get Toad now. It's like, I do have a Punisher from Mezco, and it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
It's the Mezco is dangerous. Mezco, like, to me, it became the same thing, because like I did that when 3A started doing the 6-inch scaled stuff, like the World War Robot, and then they did their action portable line. So they were doing figures with real clothing. They were doing it like they were one of the earliest ones, I think, in the more modern toy aesthetic to do 6-inch with real clothing. And like, I spent so much money on 3A stuff, and I literally have tons of it still. And I'm just like, what am I going to do with all of this? And I find myself, I'm doing it with Mezco now. Like, it's like, I'm buying so much of it, and it's so expensive. And I'm like, no.
Yes.
I don't know. So I'll figure life out someday.
One day.
There's one line that I haven't bought into, and I have regrets. But I can't do it because I'm gonna buy literally everything was the SH Figure Arts, Dragon Ball Z's.
You have like I do buy some, like Cheney buys like all of that basically.
Yeah.
But me, I have like a very specific. I'm like, Cell Saga is like my primary focus. So it's like I go a little bit into the androids, and then like I've dabbled, like I bought Majin Buu. So it's like I've gone a little bit past, but it's like very, very like focused version of like, I'm only going to buy characters from this arc, but it's still ridiculously expensive. And I have like a giant display where I can't even fit everything. So
did you stay true though?
Kind of, most. Yeah. Does that sound convincing?
No. You know what's funny is that I've resisted, but then Super Saiyan 4.
That's your jump on point, Super Saiyan 4.
I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird. I have to have it. You saw Muckman at the top of the show.
Yes.
I like the weird, and MODOK, right? It's a common theme. I like that.
Yeah.
Weirdness. He-Man was riddled
with weird. Yeah,
and
no doubt.
Every time someone asks me like what my favorite He-Man character is, it's like a different answer because they're all incredible. So yeah, I don't know where to. Oh, look at that! Yeah, that one's awesome.
Oh, it's so nice.
I know.
They're all very nice.
There's so many incredible shots of those too.
Oh yeah. There's some extremely talented people taking amazing photos of them. I jumped on in the start, and I haven't stopped. Like I was there, like I guess more so like day one with the line, and I was like, okay, what's next? What's next?
See, they got me on SH Monster Arts, and I went hard on the Godzilla stuff. I didn't get Violante. I've got regrets. This is a show of regrets now.
Did you get King Ghidorah?
I did. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I can't help myself. Even like the Jazzwares, because I'm a big wrestling fan. Jazzwares AEW stuff I've kind of dipped into. The Mattel stuff I've all the Elite stuff. I go hard on the.
We got Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus are on the way for me.
Oh,
now.
So
we worked on those too.
I love it. Yeah,
we work for everybody.
Yeah, you do. Indecent proposals all around.
Oh boy, anyone that wants some.
Yeah, And the Vader that just came out from
Mattel Vader. Yeah, that one's great.
Oh, here comes Chamba in here, enabling. He says they re-released Biolante though.
I know.
You might be able to jump on that dream.
Thank you for reminding me. It's like double shame at this point. But like I have so many things behind me, and everything else is in the basement.
Yeah, like I've got all of this stuff behind me too, and like I have new stuff coming in every week, and it's like at some point in
piles on the floor, like literally, I have piles of toys on the floor.
Yeah, no, it gets to the point to where you're like, okay, what is some stuff that I haven't touched in years that I'm not gonna miss? You know?
Yeah.
It gets out of hand. It gets out of hand real quick.
Yeah, and I actually did this display specifically for your show, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no, but it was incredible to like go back in and then seeing all of the ridiculous things I bought on eBay, and like a lot of the retro stuff I've owned. Luckily I was my mother had never thrown out my collections, which is incredible. But there's a lot of stuff that I was digging through. I was like, oh my god, I have this figure from Cops that I forgot I had.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh yeah, Inhumanoids, and like there's so many Hasbro owned stuff that I was pulling out, like Cowboys of Moo Mesa. I don't know what you.
Wow.
But I'm ready.
Yeah, you went deep in Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
There he is. Look at that. Right there.
Respect.
Right? I was like, I gotta get the whole wave. I gotta get the whole line.
Yeah, I was listening to that latest interview that the Foosh did with Brian Flynn about Toxic Avenger stuff, and I completely forgot about that old Playmates line. Like I knew that they were basing it off of that, but then I'd like, dude, I had a whole bunch of those figures.
He's in between the Food Fighters.
Okay.
Therefore, yeah, I don't know if I'm getting it right, but yeah. Oh god, the Toxic Avenger stuff.
It was so cool. I forgot about the what was it? The skeleton guy. The skeleton guy was awesome.
Oh my god, glow in the dark. And it like was made by Playmates, and it was like the same style and scale as Ninja Turtles.
It fit like they fit seamlessly, yeah.
Oh, if that Toxic just like grew, awesome. But yeah, that was another.
Yeah, they said they're looking to do 2 more characters possibly and see how they do in the Super 7 line, and then if those do well, then they'll do 2 more.
Right. Super 7, you heard it here first. I'm gonna pre-order it. Big exclusive. That could be exactly. Another night in Rhode Island.
Oh boy.
Look out.
Oh man.
He means that like we were making the dollar bills though in Rhode Island. Like
we fabricated.
We're doing that for us.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were fabricating money by making.
Oh, yeah, maybe that.
We don't want to
that
say
was
that.
Later in the night.
Yeah,
I was
oops. So do you dabble in any Storm collectibles?
Oh God, yeah. I don't know if you can see this one. I have so my X-Men Savage Land set, and then this is like a bunch of the Storm. You probably can't see him.
I could see Baraka in there. I can
Baraka's
see.
in there. I got Lobo, Goro. So that again, it's like that collector cut off. What do I do? Where can I cut it off and not spend my son's college tuition? But it's like I was like, all right, I can get the villains. I'll get Goro. I'll get Zangief. I'll get Motaro recently, Shao Kahn, like all that kind of stuff. And I was like, no, that Guile's pretty sweet. And then all of a sudden now I have Guile. And I was like, well, I gotta have Ken and Ryu, right? So then I get Ken and Ryu. So it's that, you were always like a culprit of like selling me on. You'd come over to me at San Diego Comic-Con and be like, look at this. It's like that guy in New York that opens it up and he's got like the fake watches, but you're like, open up your bag of exclusives. You're like, what do you think about these? Like, well, obviously I want all of them.
Yeah. See, toying around, our friend toying around the Butter Baron himself, he has a whole show dedicated to that. It's called his Enablers. He calls it enabling.
Yeah.
And
Tonight was Enabler night.
oh yeah, and yes, it was. So he had his fellow enablers on there. They've got a whole point system and everything. They took it to the next level. And it was funny because I was able to hop on with them for a little bit a couple times. I told them, I said, I've been doing this for years, but you guys put a name to it. You made it a thing,
Yeah, I love that. Enabling is definitely something that I do to my friends and you guys do to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, the toy game is brutal.
Oh, we're all a bunch of junkies. We're all a bunch of junkies. It's like, hey man, you see that new? What? No, what's the new? Check this out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to get that.
Yeah, 100%. It's difficult to draw the line.
Mm-hmm. Did you get the E-Honda?
I didn't get the E-Honda, and I saw this awesome GIF from Iwatu where it's like the hand flap, and then
it was so good.
I was like, I can't. All right, you should get that.
Yeah. I saw the NYCC one, and it's like, I'll wait for the original, and then the original came out. I'm like, no, I got to double back and get the
player 2. Yeah,
I have to have them both. Like,
I'm such a player 1 guy. I'm a purist on some of those things.
I wish I could be that way. I could be that way. I blame Soda.
I'm right there with you, Tony. I'm strictly player 1. Cheney and Chamba are nuts with their wanting every variant color.
I love that. I love that.
Where's the room for all of this?
It's not my fault. It's Soda's fault. That's what did it to me. It was like, oh, we're going to release 7 colors of Ken. And I'm like, you know what? I don't need them. I'll just get player 1. And then after many years, it turned into, I'm going to need these. You know what? I want them all.
Yeah, you want them all. Blanca was always the best because it was full color change. It was skin tone and hair. So he was always the best character because you get the yellow blue, or you get the blue orange, or it's
or the glow in the dark one, or the clear one, or yeah.
I am a little upset. I didn't get any minifigures out here. I do love my Muscle Man and the Super 7.
Oh, nice.
Slug figures. Actually, that was one of my first design projects, was coming into Marvel 500s. So I got to do a bunch of those. So once you started seeing super weird, obscure characters, that's kind of when I took over a little bit. So I had I had a MODOK in there. I had a Whirlwind. Oh, really? Whirlwind? Yeah, we need Whirlwind.
God, what was it? I remember. I think it was when Whirlwind was put in the Marvel Universe line. I remember you were all juiced about that.
Oh my god!
Did you see that? I'm like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, Tiger Shark. I think I got Tiger Shark.
Yep.
I got Tiger Shark and Whirlwind in Marvel 500 in my first year.
Yeah.
Listen, we need them.
We got a very generous super chat from the Butter Baron himself. He says, okay. What size enabler shirt do you need?
Oh, me?
Oh, I don't know. He didn't.
I don't know. I want one too.
specify.
I'm wearing your T-shirt right now, buddy.
I was a solid medium back in the day, but after pandemic, I'm going full large now.
Oh, you and me both, Tony. It's cool. I still love you though.
Thanks, bud. I've gone from baby Hercules to fat Hercules. So
yeah, it's fluff. It's just some pandemic fluff.
We'll get past it.
Yeah, we'll figure this out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you can see, I'm drinking water tonight.
Good idea. Drink the water.
Tony's drinking pee, so.
Or Mountain Dew. I saw someone call it Mountain Dew earlier. So
Mountain Dew, Red Bull, because it's wicked late here.
There you go.
It's true. It is 10 o'clock now, which is 1 o'clock in Rhode Island time.
We're not, but we can go all night in Rhode Island. It's crazy.
It's just gonna get more dangerous.
It did get more dangerous.
Where will we end up? Pretty much, it's no place is open.
No, no. It's also because you came in on a Tuesday too.
I know. It's like
Let's do it. It's
the
Tuesday
worst.
night. Okay.
Like, yeah, no. Hey guys, what's there to do on a Tuesday night in Rhode Island?
Nothing.
We figured some stuff out
pretty quick. Yeah, I think I do think that we did start at a place. Was there a suckling pig?
I think
at the Omni Hotel.
Honestly, the whole thing is a little bit of a blur at this time.
It was so much fun.
Yeah,
those always seem to be the funnest ones, though. The unexpected, like, let's just see what happens.
Yeah, I thought you meant anything with a suckling pig. But yes,
that too.
Also,
yeah.
I mean, always a good time.
Squeal.
Oh boy! All right.
Sorry.
All right. Dial it back.
I like the rewind.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're just about out of time here. Is there anything you want to add, Adam, or anything?
To make sure everyone tunes it. I mean, like everyone's going to anyway, but I might as well plug it while we have Tony here. That tomorrow morning there is a Hasbro GI Joe live stream. You'll be able to see some of the stuff that Tony has touched, revealed, I'm sure. So that'll be fun, and I believe we're gonna get some good news. It seems like they're hinting at some good news about availability and making stuff a little bit easier to get your hands on them. So I'm being cautiously optimistic, and I'm very much looking forward to tuning in tomorrow morning.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's one of the Hasbro Pulse Fan First Fridays and Marvel Mondays and all that stuff. It's incredible the journey that the company's been on for this collector kind of surge that's happening right now in every company, right? But Hasbro's like sees the trend, sees that there's an appetite for it, and it's awesome because that's why I came here.
Hasbro is doing one of the best jobs too, I think, out there with the pandemic, and then doing these live streams and events that, you know, you see other companies doing it, and some of them do a pretty decent job, but then like I am going to throw San Diego Comic-Con a little bit under the bus, because the San Diego Comic-Con online event was really disappointing to me. Like, it was like a whole lot of nothing, and meanwhile, like, Hasbro was just killing it. And it's like, you know, like the Hasbro Marvel team especially, they really are on top of their game. They know what to do, and these guys are just, they're great at it. And you can see the passion, and, you know, thank you for coming on here. I know how passionate you are. I've felt your passion firsthand, and it's a very good, fiery passion.
I've got to say definitely the Hasbro event that you guys did last year felt more like an event than the Comic-Con stuff did. Like, it felt like it was intense.
Yeah, PulseCon was really cool. And throwing that together the way the company did, and like making it so cohesive, it was like, I don't know. It's just it's cool to see this community, this culture, this collecting, like kind of get into the mainstream, because, you know, it wasn't always that way. You know, it's like,
you're right. You're absolutely
so it's
right.
Like at the pinnacle now, and then to be at a company that celebrates that at this point is like, okay, this is awesome.
Back in the Toy Biz days, it was very much so like, oh yeah, I got to get that stuff, and then it was like, you know, you're putting them in a what was it? A Sam Goody bag or something, you know.
Yeah.
There was no openly walking around with figures like,
I love it when Cheney uses my old stories of shame.
Yeah.
I like the throwback to Sam Goody. That was awesome.
Well, that's like Tony, like that's what I used to do. Like, we would go to the mall, and I would be embarrassed around friends and girls. I would buy something from like Sam Goody, and then go to KB, buy like a GI Joe or a Toy Biz 5-inch Marvel figure, and slide it into the Sam Goody bag, just like, you know, no one's the wiser.
Was it because PacSun was closed that day? What happened?
You know me.
Or Delia's?
Oh man. Suncoast was always perfect because Suncoast had movies
Had both,
and
yeah.
posters,
Suncoast was awesome.
and then they had a whole wall of figures, and it's like, all right.
Suncoast was a jam. FYE had some pretty good stuff too. You can jump in there, get some good stuff. I know I got some soda stuff there. Soda Street Fighter stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, I wanted to go ahead and thank you so much, you and everyone at Hasbro, for letting you come on with us tonight. And, thank you very, very much. It's been a lot of fun, man.
Oh, it was awesome. I love talking this stuff, as you could probably tell. Thanks for letting me tell my weird story about my life. But it's just more importantly, just talking to you guys and hearing feedback is super welcome. I keep going back to like those Comic-Con, those events, and just like listening to people. So it was like cool for people to chime in. I've been reading the comments as we've been going through too, and some really cool stuff in there. So
yeah, Rectangular gave you a thanks in there too. So
thank you, Rectangular. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone, following the Instagram account too, and just I don't know, it's awesome. Keep those toy pics coming because I love that stuff, as I said many times.
Heck yeah.
But thank you guys for having me. I feel, again, I'm blushing. I've been blushing the whole show. So I feel I'm fulfilled.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think here's a good time to close it out, right, Adam?
Yeah. Some people in chat think Tony and I are in the same room, and
yes, it looks.
They're just gonna have to use their imagination for what comes next.
It looks very
that would be
much
awesome.
that way. Like you just see like the high five like that. And you just thought,
I don't know if we can coordinate it. We're not that coordinated, but
yeah.
I will see you in the next room.
Yes.
we're not in the same room. We're just a room apart.
All right. Well, make sure to follow us on Instagram. And where can people keep up with you at, Tony?
It's just at the Great Tonino, the Instagram. I'm super new to the game, and I have no clue when it comes to social media. So this is like I'm reaching out. This is my branching out here. So thank you guys for having me on the show. And I apologize if I'm like not good at like reposting or whatever those kids are saying these days.
You're a champion.
I think I reacted and I reposted.
Yeah,
there you go.
You did a little heart on the story.
Yeah,
like you're good.
I try to post some cool stuff, but again, I'm new to social, so give me a follow if you want to see some toys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you can check us out on Instagram, Facebook. Check out our Discord. Lots of fun going on in there. The fun never stops in there. Ooh. It's definitely one of the funnest places to be. We got the Facebook group going on over there. Dario is currently running a little giveaway for a listener, a fellow Chatmigo who's going through some tough times. He's got a GoFundMe set up there. So Dario said that, he's going to give something away randomly to people that donate to that GoFundMe for Dustin. So if you want to get entered into that, or if you just want to be generous and help out, go hit up that. There's a link in the Facebook group as well. What else? I think that's about it. Cozies. Yeah, cozies are still up on the site. You can get one. So hit up our site for a cozy if you want one. With that being said, once again, thank you so much. Thanks to all the Chatmigos and the mods. You guys did a great job tonight. Thanks for everybody coming in, hanging out, and listening to us talk about toys yet again. It's been a super fun show. And with that being said, I am Cheney 180.
I'm playing with myself.
I'm Tony.
And remember, guys, they're not dolls.
Plus Ultra!